What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coreboy, back at it again today with a new video. Today, we're on the Master Chief Collection. This intro music is fucking goated. It's the best thing ever. It is nostalgic, it is catchy, it is memorable, it is everything you fucking want when it comes to a soundtrack or just a little opening theme of the game. But we're going to turn this down because I'm going to hop into some fucking games and I don't want it overpowering my fucking audio. But today we are here playing some just some old school Halo. I may play like shit. This is my first game on today. I was playing I was just re-picking everything up yesterday. It's basically what I was doing. Of course, if you guys didn't stop by the stream, we were streaming some Halo Master Chief Collection last night for a couple of hours, later into the night. Mostly because if you guys don't know, I have a little goal of myself, which is to max out my account on every single Halo game. Well, just Master Chief Collection and Halo 5, which is just maxing it out. Doing both those, doing the hero grind over on Infinite, and then doing the grind over here on Master Chief Collection. I decided to hop back over yesterday, and give it some play time, because I hadn't played these games in probably about 8 months or so, and I was like, damn, I really fucking miss these games, and I just love them. And I wanted to talk a little bit, actually, about these games, because I see a lot of people, kind of just talking about these games more here recently, as you see the weird comparisons of old school Halo versus Halo Infinite and all that shit. I just think a lot of it's pretty fucking stupid. And we were sitting here playing last night. It was me and the homie Bradshaw, and we were just sitting here these games are, at their roots, super imperfect, but that's kind of, what makes them so fucking good. Sitting there playing Halo 3 last night and realizing how fucking weird the gunplay is and things of that nature. I didn't even have enough time to... I was seeing where he was. I just didn't have enough time to look over. But we were talking about, how just the gunplay feels way out of place to a degree. It feels just, almost incomplete. But, god damn it, it's something about these games, and it's just overall charming aspect that just makes it beyond anything that we have got. I didn't even know where he was. I'm not a fan of this map. It's okay. I like it more for SWAT, but most other modes I'm not the biggest fan of it, especially for, sniping modes, because it's just oh, everybody's just gonna sit on these two towers. It's like a fucking tower match. And, did I get him? I don't know if I got him or not. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Did I get him or no? No, I did not. Fuck me. But these games are just special. They're from that era, that time of gaming, and god damn it, do I love him. I don't even know where the fuck this guy is. I got shot. Okay, he's back there in that little corner. I see him now. Oh, you were a dickhead. I fucking... Ah! Yeah, if you can tell, I'm still getting in, the groove of how these games play. It feels so fucking weird just playing months upon months of Halo Infinite and then switching over here to these games that play completely different in terms of gameplay aspects and how things like movement works, how the gunplay works, and everything of that nature. These games are so much more, I would say to a degree, more one-dimensional. There we go, got him, fucking finally. There we go, got my fucking shot. And sniping on this game feels drastically different compared to the newer titles. It's just, it's overall, it's a full hands-on fucking learning experience. I love it, but relearning these games is not the easiest task in the world. It is definitely a full fucking experience and a half. But I still love them. I don't care if it's to relearn a little bit and kind of get my... I don't know how the fuck that shot did not hit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Alright. I don't know where the fuck they are, really. Also, another thing that I've noticed in these games is visibility is, I don't know, I'm so used to, how Halo Infinite works with its visibility settings of how... Oh, I can change the highlight of enemies, and it just... What it does is overall just gives, it lets you play more aggressively compared to how these games play. There's definitely, certain modes where things are much more aggressive, but these games are so much slower and more... I would say, a tactical experience compared to Infinite and such. And it's definitely something that's, you have to just kind of reteach yourself of, oh, yeah, I can't just go, full force running in a direction, towards where enemies would spawn at, because I'm going to get fucking popped off by somebody. It's a little weird. You get to remember all these, little spots that people go. These games, were just different. They were much more like, oh, I gotta figure out how to take advantage type games. Like, how can I get advantage over an area that I may not otherwise have thought of? And it's one thing I do really like about them. I will say, my favorite thing in this entire collection is the Halo 2 remaster, the anniversary for Halo 2. Is hands down my favorite thing to play. It's just so fucking fun. The way that game flowed was unfucking matched. Like, it's just perfect. Now, I will say, when it comes to modes like SWAT and such, I think Halo Reach is damn near perfect. I love Halo Reach. I hear a lot of people hating on Halo Reach these days. I personally don't get it. But maybe I'm just the fucking odd one out, and I don't understand why Halo Reach gets hate, because to me, this game's damn near perfect. Got him. I don't know if his buddy down there got taken out or not. Nope. I hit him once. Also, another thing that, like, you kind of, like, have to get used to with these games is, overall, like, how gameplay works with, like, you get no hit markers. Like, that's a big thing. Ooh, did I get that shot? Or was that an assist? Either way, good shot from me. I don't care if it was an assist or not. It was a shot. Oh, they were spawning down there. But, like, that's the weird thing to me, is, like, not getting used to hit markers anymore, is, like, just kind of getting that out of my brain of, like, oh, yeah, hit markers weren't always a thing in Halo. Another big thing is learning how different weapons perform again, because they perform significantly different in these games compared to... Oh, dude, I seen both of them back there, and fucking hell, cannot hit them. We got some kills back up on the board, though. You know, fuck it. I'll take it. Ooh. Ooh. I seen him over there, too. Why were they spawning in two different places? Yeah, there's a lot of things that we notice while playing this game, because, you know, like, these games were just made for a different era. Completely a different time in gaming, and this was, like, the Halo formula for the longest time, and, you know, I get why a lot of people still love them, because I still love them, too. Like, these games at their core, to me, are, like, just some of my favorite titles ever. I have so much fucking fun just being able to go back and experience them. The only downside of it is you definitely play more of the people who just never stop playing. And first of all, I respect that a lot. I don't know how the fuck some of y'all never stop playing this. I don't know how I didn't hit that shot. I'm bad. But you definitely get put against a lot of players who never stop playing these games, who, you know, never left. So you definitely get some harder lobbies compared to what you would have got back in the day. I will 100% say that full-heartedly and be completely honest and upfront about it. If you're looking to pick up these games and go try them out, be prepped for that. You're going to have a learning curve. You are definitely going to have to experience it. You have to get used to it again, and trust me, as someone who's been playing these games for years, even taking a small break, you are at a little bit of a disadvantage. Oh god, there's another person here too. Fucking hell. Huh? Also, I forget how fucking insane Weapon Bloom was in Halo Reach, because it was fucking crazy in this game. And, I'm still not used to it completely. It's definitely a fucking process to learn this again. I was trying to, like, get a hold of the DMR last night, and, like, completely honestly, and, like, in transparency, like, with you all, the band in Halo Infinite kind of got me ready for that Bloom. It kind of taught me how to, perfect it, you know, how to control that Bloom, or how to figure out, like, where shots are going to go when the Bloom is heavily active. Stop camping, please, for the love of God. I know it's Halo Reach, but you ain't got to just sit back and fucking hide like that, buddy. There's a whole map to move around. I will say this is one of my least favorite maps in Halo Reach. It's also in Combat Evolved as well, and it's just not the greatest map design ever. It's kind of very slow paced and not the most interesting, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's just not my favorite. There are much worse maps than Halo Reach, I will say that. Sword Base, I'm looking at you, you piece of shit. I fucking hate that map. That map will always be bad in my eyes. Somebody want to get that finish on him, or no? Let's say, because he did hit a shot on me. I got him back, and I got him low. Oh, fuck. See, another thing that, like, I'm not super used to is, like, how non-pinpointy shots are in Halo, in these games at least. Like, Halo Infinite has, I would say, hands down, some of the best Halo gunplay that we have ever got in a title. Like, the gunplay just feels good. No, stop that. Stop that right now, bitch. Stop that. Like, that is one thing that, like, I'm having to, like, readjust myself to, was how gunplay worked in these games, because it is so significantly different. Trust me, go play Halo Infinite for a couple months, and then try to come back over here, and you'll notice it. You'll be like, holy shit, this game doesn't play like I remember. And honestly, it's kind of refreshing, I'm not gonna lie. There was a certain skill set back in the day that came with Halo. And I think that's where a lot of, like, people who hate Halo, like, kind of came through, as they were like, this is just different, I don't like it. But it's kind of like what made these games awesome. Another thing is, like, whenever I'm playing with, like, friends at least, or even just, like, pub lobbies and I'm using game chat whenever I do, is, oh yeah, I can't, like, tag where people are. I have to remember to, like, actually give callouts and, like, direct locations and stuff like that, because there's not a pinpoint system. I can't just tag where somebody is. Also, we're doing pretty decent this game. I will hand myself that. I was not expecting to do at least, like, this well. I feel like I'm doing at least decent. I don't know. We'll see Katie after the game ends. Woo! Don't chase me, please. Don't come down here. I know we lost, but... Beep. Got him. But God, I love these fucking games, and I'm so happy that there's still an ability to go back and experience them and play them, especially for new players. I know there's a lot of new people who got into Halo whenever Infinite came out, because it's just the game. And I totally get it. There's a lot of youngins that are getting into gaming now, and overall, what I want people to do more than anything is I just want them to go back and experience these games for what they were. Of course, it's going to be a different experience overall for people who get into these games now compared to what they were when we all started playing them, because there's people who've been playing them for fucking 10 plus years. But if people can go back and experience these games and actually get a feel of what Halo once was, I think it creates an overall just a great thing, and it actually allows for a lot of community feedback towards Infinite. You know, I know the people who love the Bungie formula, and I totally understand it. The Bungie formula was unique in its own fucking right. It had this charm to it that was, honestly, in a lot of ways, very just unique to Bungie. It's one thing that actually does still attract me to this day to games like Destiny, is how those games felt and how those games played out. It just feels like a Bungie title. It feels floaty. It doesn't feel like necessarily perfect. But the one thing that does make those imperfections is it adds the personality to it. It feels great, but it doesn't feel perfect. And I think that is something that is so unique to just Bungie themselves as a whole. Also, Halo 4 BR looks a little fucking weird. I'm not used to how this bastard looks, but I do like the thing. I will say one thing about, also, if you guys heard the noise, my dog is in there freaking out. There's somebody coming over to the house right now, so that is why he's being a little silly, being a little guy. But yeah, it's definitely something to, like, kind of just get used to again, and to kind of wrap your head around of how these games felt and how they played. It's just unique to its own capacity. But one thing I don't like about Halo 4 that is, like, super hard for me to grab around my fucking mind. So if you play Infinite a lot, you'll know a big thing in Infinite, at least for me as a player, at least, is, you know, I'm a very rushy player. I play very aggressively in any FPS title that I pick up and play. Also, just got a nice little triple there. I was hoping I could lead it into a fucking overkill, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. But Halo 4 had this weird thing where, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and show it to you. So at Infinite, I could be running like this and get out and then go shoot instantly. You have to wait a second. Like, I can't just pop out of my sprint and start firing. Like, right there. You have to, like, kind of use it smart, or you're going to lose fights like that. And I was trying to, like, really get that back into my brain last night because, listen, I'll be honest, it took me a long time to appreciate Halo 4 for what it was. This game, to me, when it first came out, I was like, no, I don't like this. It's not a Bungie game anymore. And I was definitely one of those people. But over the years, it has kind of, like, slowly won me over. I love the way this game feels. It feels so fucking, like, crisp and clean. It feels like old school Halo still in its own right. Really, my only take back of this game that I just don't enjoy is I really don't like the armor designs, personally. That was one thing that always did throw me off about Halo 4, and honestly a little bit with 5 as well, was I just wasn't a fan of how the character designs looked or how the Spartans really looked. I get it was like a new era and everything, and I get what they were going for. Me personally, it's just not something that I enjoy a lot. I don't like the way they look. That's really my only drawback, is I think it's my least favorite character design, and I do like that in Halo Infinite they brought back more of the classic Spartan design, which personally I prefer. To me, that is how the Spartans look. Like that to me, that is just the Spartan design, is that at its heart. And you know, within this game, it kind of missed me a little bit. It was definitely one of my biggest drawbacks from it. Was I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of how these Spartans look. They just, I don't know, it's too like techie. I guess is the best way. Even though this is a sci-fi shooter, don't miss me there. Like I understand it's a sci-fi shooter. It's gonna look techie as hell. But the OG Spartans had this, like, just look to them that was unfucking matched. They looked, like, bulky and big and strong. In this game, they felt, like, a little too, like, slender-shaped. Oh, God. Oh, that was a DMR, I think. So he has that range advantage. That was another thing I really liked about SWAT in this game, was they had the DMR. You had, like, two different, like, setups. You could pick DMR, or you could pick the battle rifle. Now, I understand that Halo Infinite doesn't have a class system, but honestly, if you all could give us the ability to pick which one weapon we want to start with, like that, where, at least in SWAT specifically, is like DMR, or the Bandit, or the BR, I think that'd be really cool. Also, I'm still gonna say it, I miss a lot of the fun old modes that used to be in Infinite SWAT mode, like the Commando SWAT, or the Mangler SWAT, and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would love to have those back as well. To me, those were just super fun to play. Like, on the side of, like, oh, cool, I'm going to play SWAT, and now I have these fun weapons to use too. I have like some different shit that I can just pull out and give it a shot. So hey, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing those come back at some point. And you know, overall, I'm not a big fan of the maps in SWAT in Halo Infinite. I think they've got just worse. I don't like a lot of those like weird ass remake maps. I think they're just fucking odd and kind of misplaced. So overall, I'm not a big fan of them. Also, you know, the charm about Halo overall, the biggest charm of Halo, teabagging. They use it. There's so much more of it in this game. There's so much more of it in MCC than there is in Infinite. And I just want to say this overall as like just a thing to say. I'm going to switch to DMR for a little bit and give this bastard a shot. I don't remember how this thing really felt in Halo 4, but I'm always down to give a weapon a shot that didn't really use much in this game. I will say, overall, Halo 4 did add some of my favorite weapons. Like, for example, the scatter shot, or my personal favorite, the binary rifle. I'm a big fan of the binary rifle. Do I care that people don't like that? They don't like that it's a one-shot sniper? Fuck no, I do not care that you dislike that. That gun's fucking fun as fuck to use. And it added for a lot of really cool gameplay aspects, so it's the only sniper we've ever got that's a one-shot. But here's the way that they kind of balanced it to make it work really well. Was, yes, it was a one-shot sniper, but you only had one shot per mag. And it only came with, I think, 8 shots total. I think was the max ammo count was 8. Which, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here for it. I like that shit. I love the way that weapon felt. It was damn good. Can we get it back? I'd be happy. I do miss a lot of those Prometheus, like the scatter shot, the suppressor, the light rifle, binary rifle, the bolt shot. Those are all just super fun weapons that they added in this game that I do really, like, kind of miss. I miss that, and I really do miss the SAW LMG, which was, I think, the only LMG we've ever necessarily got in Halo that's like a traditional LMG where you pick it up, has a big-ass drum mag in it. It fires fast as hell, but puts out a lot of damage really quickly, but the accuracy is a little bit hard to control. That was one thing I did like about this game. Also, the iteration of, like, the score streaks were, like, kind of cool. Like, it was the Ordnance. That's what it was called, Ordnance. Was kind of a cool little iteration. It was definitely different. I will say this game definitely played like a lot of games of its time, like Call of Duty and Battlefield and such, but it kind of like had that like weird little charm to it. And like I said, it took a long time for this game to grow on me and for me to really appreciate what 343 was going for with it, because honestly, this game was fucking ambitious. Like, you know, after 343 took over, we didn't know what was going to happen with Halo. And them coming through and putting out a game that had all these new aspects to it, all these new draws to different playstyles and player bases, was just ahead of its fucking time. And it's something that is just genuinely kind of special about this game. I know there's people who still don't like it. Personally, I like this game. I don't even know why I did the little ADS there. One thing I'm also not used to is like the toggle ADS. That's a little weird for me. And just from playing Infinite so much. But hey, you know, it's part of it. I don't know if there's a way to change it. I really had to mess with my settings a fuckload last night because it defaulted all my settings, unfortunately. So I had to, like, reset how my weapons were placed on my screen, my FOV, and all my, like, base settings. But, you know, we got it settled. We figured it out. It's all good and chill. One thing I also fucking forgot was a thing in these games was player collision, because goddamn, my teammates knocked me around more than anybody else on the fucking map. Like, goddamn, brother. Oh, wait, it's... Oh, damn, we got a I was doing pretty good that game, too. What, I got 19 kills? That's not bad. That dude up 32, though. He's better than me. Hey, though. It fucking happens. But yeah, I just wanted to hop onto some Halo Master Chief Collection. I want to give you guys an insight of old school Halo, because I know there's a lot of people who haven't played these games. And I'm kind of here just to cover all kinds of Halo content. There's going to be more videos on these games. I will go ahead and tell you all through that. There's going to be more Master Chief Collection videos. Because honestly, I just love playing these games. I have a lot of fun with them, and if you guys can't tell, I have over 29 million XP earned on this account. I have a lot more to go, so, you know, we got a lot of grinding to do. But other than that, guys, I am going to hop out of here for today. I love you all, and I will catch you later.